Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Browns Pregame Huddle. Dave Chudowski live with you here inside the Grill Liberty Fort studio inside Cleveland Browns Stadium. We are ready to go as the Browns take on the Chargers. Today, it is the fourth home game of the season. We're at the halfway point now. It is game number 8 for the Browns. The Browns 1-6, the Chargers 3-3. The Browns coming in after that tough loss on the road against the Colts last week. The Chargers, they had a bye last Sunday, but boy, they're struggling of late, losing 2 in a row, and that tough loss to the Broncos 2 weeks ago after they had a big lead. Speaking of tough, that will be the weather today. The weather will play a major factor as we take a look at the radar there, and you can see green all over Cleveland, Ohio. We will have rain most of the game, strong wind gusts. The wind is going to play a factor, no question about it. Mid to upper 40s, and that's about 10 to 15 degrees below normal. They just took the tarp off the field about 20 minutes ago, so no question rain is going to play a factor today. The question, though, will Trent Richardson be a factor today? Last week against the Colts, he really wasn't. Today, Richardson is listed as questionable. He has that rib injury. He did practice during the week in a limited role. He tried to give it a go last Sunday, 8 yards on 8 carries, taken out in the second half. The rookie running back missed all of the preseason and is yet to be 100% during this season. Richardson said this week he could be effective and does not want to sit, especially leading up to that bye week. You have to believe Montario Hardesty will get more work today, regardless if Richardson is a factor or not. After not playing in the first 5 games, Hardesty stepped in against the Bengals and rushed for 56 yards and a touchdown. Last week, he had 7 carries for 28 yards. The Chargers are good against the run, so watch for that. But Hardesty could play a role in the passing game. He did practice on Friday. In case you didn't know, he's dealing with a knee injury. We are still waiting for the return of Mohamed Massaquoi, the Browns receiver trying to bounce back from the hamstring injury. It appears, though, that Massaquoi is inactive. Just learning that now. He was injured in the Bills game. He's missed 4 straight games. Questionable is his tag on the injury report. He did practice in a limited role during the week. Pat Shurmur said he had a good week of practice, 9 catches and 145 yards so far for Massaquoi. Boy, Brandon Weeden, you can say what you want about the Browns' record. It is 1-6, but I believe just watching with the naked eye, it appears that Brandon Weeden is really turning it on, right? Is he the Browns' franchise quarterback? Just maybe so. He will try to lead the Browns to another home win. Last week, that beautiful touchdown to Greg Little, 264 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He's thrown for at least 2 touchdowns in each of his last 3 games. Yeah, only 1 win so far, but that word franchise is being thrown around. We're seeing improvement every week. Weeden says he's playing a little faster. He's not thinking as much. The NFL game starting to slow down for the 29-year-old rookie.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers for Weeden this season. His 1,783 yards are second most by an NFL rookie this season. He has 9 touchdowns, 10 picks, but just 3 interceptions in the past 4 games. His QB rating is 72.3. Weeden's numbers and perhaps the Browns' overall record would be different this morning had Josh Gordon caught this touchdown ball in the 4th quarter. It would have given the Browns the lead. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam showing his emotions. Hey, we've been there for years. We hope that will end. But it wasn't all Gordon's fault. I mean, many other issues as well. You know, Gordon has been good. 3 straight games with the touchdown. He owned up for the drop after the game, took the heat, and this week you could really see his maturity.
For someone like that.
Okay, let's talk about the defense now, continuing to battle injuries. Rubin and Patterson, they are inactive today, and so is Scott Fujita. In fact, he's on the IR now, done for the season with the neck injury. But let's keep in mind the Browns' victory over the Bengals. Sheldon Brown had that big pick 6 that changed the game, no question about it. And then you had the sack of Dalton that you're going to see here, and the fumble recovery by Billy Wynn, and that iced the victory. In all, the captain of the defense feels progress is being made, but other guys have to step up. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, shall we? 24.7 points a game for the Chargers, 21 for the Browns. The Chargers there just ahead of the Browns with total yards per game. Got to be honest, I mean, the 324 yards per game by the Browns offense, I've been doing tail of the tape for years, and that's a promising sight. Let me promise you on that. Now, to beat the Chargers, I think you have to stop Phillip Rivers. You have to force him to lose the game. We've seen him do that before. 139 and 209 for 1,492 yards and 10 touchdowns for Rivers this year. But he has 9 picks. When he's on, he's on. But the past 2 games, he's struggled late in the games. He's a gunslinger. He believes he can make any throw.
He's not.
Okay, we are live in the grill. We're getting ready for Browns and Chargers. We have to take this time out, but when we come back, a little bit later on, Vic Carucci joins us. But next, it's one of my favorite parts of the show. It's the visit from the alumni. We go back to the great days of the 80s. Dan Fight, Mike Pagel, they're in studio, and they are next.